Hello, everyone in the audience. I'm here at the Global Empowerment Summit with another amazing speaker straight away from Africa. Hi, Ajibera, right? How are you today?
Yes.
So how are you today, Ajibera? How is your day? What did you do? You just woke up, right?
Basically, like a few minutes ago, because it's morning here. So I just woke up, but I'm good.
All good, all good. So Ajibara is an amazing person. She's a young talent. She is the master of social media. I am following her on Instagram for a long time, and I know that she knows what she does, and it's just beautiful if you go and then watch her. And also, she will explain me the challenges of social media because she has so many challenges, and she is the one who is truly talking about her challenges. And it's empowering people because she is true to herself, and she's telling everything what she's going on, and it's really nice, Ajibara, that you are so truthful. So let's go further. Let's get to know you a little bit better. Tell us a little bit about Ajibara. Who is she? Where does she live? What's your favorite food? A little bit about your personality so that the audience can connect with you.
Okay. For me, I would say my name is Bolaji. There's my father's name. And I'm just a girl that's just trying to find a place in the world and probably change the narrative of what social media management is and how people should conceive who social media managers are. Because a lot of people feel that, oh, okay, it's not, social media management is just about posting, and it's way more than that. So I'll just say I'm trying to change the narrative and trying to teach other people that, okay, this is how you should use social media and use social media the right way. It's not just about posting. And I don't have a favorite food. I basically like eating noodles, but I don't really have a favorite food. I just try as much as possible to just eat whatever, how do I say it? Whatever comes. I don't even have a favorite color. I love wearing black, but lately I've noticed that I have a lot of yellow in my wardrobe. That's why you can see me wearing yellow today. But I love sharing my experiences because, and I'm going to share one once I start, because that's what happened to me last night, and it's been a very rough 2 weeks. And I love sharing my experiences because you don't know what another person is going through. It gets, how will I say, you just have to be their strength. You have to be their encouragement, because if you don't encourage these people, you you might miss your calling, because I feel my calling is to like help other people. So I try as much as possible to miss my calling as a social media manager, as one who will be my God. I try as much as possible to let people know that, okay, you can go through whatever thing you're going through and still excel. So that's just who I am, and I think that's a little bit about me and my personality. Thank you, Andrew, for asking.
Thank you very much, Bolaji. It's a really good introduction, and we know a little bit more about you. And You mentioned also that you are helping social media managers, and this is the first thing that I would like to emphasize about you, that when I watched your Instagram profile, then I saw that you are coming from a different angle, because many people are using social media managers or content managers, but they don't see the huge work that the people are doing, and sometimes they are not paying enough, or they are just, having some discussions about how much they should pay, and it's like never arriving for freelancers, whatever they would like to get from the customers. And you are standing up for everyone, for every social media manager, and you are empowering them by telling them that, okay, you can say no to this
Yeah.
customer, you can say no to anyone who is not valuing you enough. Where does it come from? Is it your own experience and you want to share it with the world?
Okay, so a lot of times what happens is I try as much as possible to share things I go through, my experiences. Because when I started, there was literally nobody to tell me, okay, this is how you start, this is what you should do, this is how you should go about it. So I try as much as possible to share my experiences and let people know that, okay, this is how you should treat social media managers, this is what should happen to social media managers. And also, a lot of social media managers are like me when I first started, because you have no idea where you should start from. You have no idea what you should do, how you should go about it. You just basically just start, and you're confused. You get to make so many silly mistakes. I think I've made so many mistakes in the past 2 weeks that I had no idea that I was making this kind of mistake. So me sharing to just basically help social media managers and let them know that, okay, you're not alone. And I also share mistakes that happen in my daily life so that you get to know that, okay, this is it, you're not alone, you can actually do this and make these changes, and also be this person and let your voice be heard and still get paid for what you're worth. So I just try as much as possible to share who I am, pour myself out to people, and just be who I really can be. That's it. It's nothing more.
There is also something else that I like about you. It's all the dresses and how you are styling yourself. It's really makes you look so confident, and I believe that's your style. And it's really nice that you are shining through the side, or I mean the phone, when I'm watching your feed. So where is this coming from? Was there someone in your family who was really interested in fashion, or is just you looking around, and what you like you take, and then you make a beautiful picture like that?
I I think there's nobody in my family actually. I'm just kind of like the picture freak, and I don't know. I think I'm a kind of like, maybe my grandma, but now she wasn't like their own age has passed, and I'd be like, okay, this is. I just really love dressing up, and there's something it does to my esteem. There's a way it really actually just helps me. So I would say I don't know. I just say it's just me, just who I am. I really love dressing up. I really love showing up when it comes to fashion. I just love, basically just love being me. That's why it comes easy to me. That's why it's not hard. That's why it's not looking like, oh, I'm copying another person. It's just because it comes easy to me. That's really who I am. So yeah, that's just it.
Beautiful message. Be who you are on social media, right? And the second thing is that I also see that you are having some challenges, and you are on and off, and you are having kind of like building up everything again and again, but you never give up, and you always come back. So tell us about this challenge, so that whoever is facing this, they know that there is a way out, and that they can keep their heads up, and there is always something at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, so I'm sure I think I told you that my account was deactivated. Guess what? The new one was deactivated yesterday. And I was like, um, probably let's just take a break for a while. But I got to discover that if I do take a break, I'm actually letting whatever happen win. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to actually speak to people who have actually experienced this, because I've gone through a lot, from spoiled laptops to disabled accounts two disabled accounts in 2 weeks. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to use my personal account and convert it because I really cannot even think of starting over anymore. I have my personal account has over 5,000 followers. So I just made a post this morning, just spending my time here, that okay, you know what? I'm going to be using this account now as my business account. So I might unfollow some people. I might start posting something that doesn't relate to what you followed me for. But if you say you might be interested in it, but if you're not interested in it, it's okay for you to follow. What keeps me going is right now my phone is buzzing because a lot of my friends are just waking up and are seeing that, oh my god, your account has been deactivated again. I know what it means to have an account that you've grown for a whole year to like 32,000 plus, and one you've grown for in 2 weeks to like 3,000 get deactivated. It gets really, it gets to have something to do on your self-esteem. But I feel like, you know what, I'm going to keep pushing no matter what, because I know what I do. I know why I'm doing it. I know who I'm doing it for. I know I'm not breaking any rules. I might have broken any. One thing I'm going to really do today is go through the Instagram community guidelines and see what exactly I am breaking. Because while I was speaking to Facebook support last night, sorry, early hours of this morning, they were like, "Oh, you broke some rules, community guidelines, and everything." I feel like, okay, maybe I should sit down again and go through the community guidelines so I don't have to break it anymore. So what I'm going to try to do is just pick myself up, because if you notice when we speak in meetings, I'm more lively than this, but it's because everything is like kind of like affecting me and all. Just pick myself up and just start from somewhere, because trust me, it's not easy. And I tell people I derive my strength from God. It's not from anybody. Because I feel like if my strength is from Instagram or from anything, I feel like I'd have given up. So no matter what you go through, because you're going to struggle with disabled accounts, you're going to struggle with maybe low engagement, you're going to struggle with a lot of things. One thing that keeps me going is who I serve, the people that need me. Because even when my account was disabled, I got a lot of people looking for me, and they were able to find me because I was still using the same handle. Now I can't even use the same handle again because I feel like that handle is blacklisted or something. And it's going to be really hard for them to even find me again. So what I'm going to do is just try build up again. I have from now October less than 80 days to the end of the year to get myself all over again. Because trust me, when my first laptop spoiled, I fixed it. When the second one spoiled, I fixed it. When the third one spoiled, I fixed it. All in the space of 3 months. So what's a disabled account that I can fix it? So just pick myself up. I've not cried. I feel like, you know what, I'm done crying, because crying, you just get tired, you just get really exhausted, and you won't find whatever thing you're looking for. So I just pick myself up and start over again, because if you give up, then your haters win if you have haters. But if you pick yourself up, they lose. And every time you pick yourself up, you're inspiring someone to always pick themselves up no matter how they fall. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna pick myself up and start all over again. So that the next time we have the Global Empowerment Summit 2021, definitely we'll have a very, very good story to tell, because I've been through it. And
I will
I'm just
I will
endlessly.
definitely wait for you. And next October in 2022, we will tell your story. How did you build it up again, and where are you standing at that moment? And I'm really taking it an important time to sometimes just write you messages that keep up. And I know that it's a lot of things for you, and it's for the people who are not involved, like, because the summit is about the young and the wise being both together. So just to explain it to them, like, for your generation, it means a lot to be online and to do the things online, right? It's not just
Yeah.
about your business, it's also about your personal confidence, about your tribe, about your community. what could you say to the wise generation? Why is it so important for young people like you to be seen, and to have these accounts, and to have the security and accessibility of these accounts?
So, for the wise generation, I'll basically categorize my parents among the wise generation, my aunties, my uncles among the wise generation. Why is it important for we, the young people, to have access to social media? So, I think you experienced the when Instagram was down, when everything was down, and it was crazy. It was so crazy, and it was a lot for everybody, whether our parent, whether the wise generation or the young generation. One thing I would say that has helped me was I've been able to cater for my young ones, my siblings. I've been able to help my parents, the wise generation, through just being who I am on social media. Social media has not it has done more good than harm, to be honest. And I feel like social media only harms you when you let it harm you. So for somebody like me, I'm kind of person that uses social media for the good. That's why I would never actually stop using social media for the good. So why it's important for the young to be there is it helps you not just to build your confidence, but to also make an impact. It helps you to get to know other people that okay, you know what, this is what's working, this is not what's not working, this is the right thing to do, this is not the right thing to do. It helps people to actually just recognize that okay, you know what, you can actually be who you want to be, and you can be who you want to be on social media without actually feeling terrible about it. You can actually be who you want to be at any point in time. Social media can do you a lot of good if you let it do you a lot of good. So just be who you are. And for the wise generation, I'd be like, we're not just pressing our phones most of the time. A lot of times when we're pressing our phones, it's not because we want to press our phones. You don't know, except if maybe and you're not seeing the result and everything. Most times we're trying to learn from people. Some people started their careers from TikTok, and look at Kaby Lane. That's what like over $2 million just from never speaking. I've not heard that guy speak till today. All he does is and I'm like, why can't my career be like that? But it's just one of those things. To be honest, it's just one of those things. For example, I can't say, oh, because my account was deactivated, I won't speak at this event. Trust me, I have three events lined up for this month. I have one that I'm flying over to another state in my country to go speak, and I have one that they've paid me to come speak, and it can do you a lot of good. And it's the wise generation even does a lot of good for the wise generation because most of our parents actually use WhatsApp, and it does them a lot of good because they send those their fake messages to us, but it does a lot of good for communication. Most of my friends are abroad. For me and you, Andre, we speak via WhatsApp, and you're like, okay, let me know when you're online. I'm like, okay, that's it does a lot of good than the harm. And when we look at it, it's actually not as bad as we think. So the wise and the good, the young and the wise can actually concentrate on the good. And when you actually concentrate on the good of social media, you'll be able to see that okay, this actually does a lot of good than than the harm that you think they're doing it. But yeah, social media just allows the young to be who they really can be and explore themselves. Apart from those that have low self-esteem that probably are comparing themselves to other people by likes, by shares, by comments. I'm like, it really does a lot of good for you. Then I have to be very honest.
Thank you very much. It's a very honest sharing, and I really love that you are coming from this part and showing the perspective of the young people, because it's really rare that we can get someone who is young like you telling a lot of things about how they feel, why they are on social media, why is it so important, why you have to show up there, what are you doing, what you build. It's a lot of beautiful information here. And then Elsie, I think Elsie is your friend, the social media Oga. Hi, Elsie. And we have Charm here saying social media can do you a lot of good if you allow it, and vice versa. And we have also Jack here from Malaysia. Happy to see you, ladies. Thank you. And we have also Charm. The young and the wise can concentrate on the good, allows the young and be who they want to be, except perhaps who have self-esteem issues and depend on likes and dislikes. So she's kindly summarizing everything what you say. So thank you very much, Charm. It's does a lot of good that you are contributing to this conversation via social media. Let's go to the tips, Bolaji. I know that you have beautiful tips. I was following your account and it was great. Whatever you did, I was like putting it into my notes, and I really read your newsletters that are arriving to my email box, and it's so professional. So if someone like you wants to be like you, if someone wants to be a content media manager, like where do they start? Because I believe you are the only one on the market until now who is helping them honestly to be themselves and to give them some tools, which I have never seen, because you give tools to them, like how to build up a calendar, how to create a feed, how to invoice your customers, and so on. So very practical advice. So where should they start?
Okay, so I actually created a video yesterday from YouTube, but I created a post, and I'm going to say for yesterday, I think, but this question that you asked on the deactivated account, I made a post on where social media managers should start. And to be honest, the first thing you need to start with is your mindset. That's basically what keeps me going. So my mindset is I want to do this no matter what I go through, no matter how hard it becomes, no matter how tough it becomes. I want to keep on doing this. This is what brings me the money. This is what gives me joy. This is what gives me so much happiness. I want to keep on doing this. So I do it. I go in there with the mindset. And then I go in there and I create because I have gone through training. So before you say you want to start to be someone like me, to be a social media manager like me, you have to go in and say, okay, you know what? I need to invest in courses. I need to invest in experts that actually know what they're doing. So, example, if I'm going to ever want to like start a career or or start an event like this, I definitely will come and meet Andrew and study you and be like, okay, how did you do this? You need to look for mentors. Like, how can I learn from this person and recreate or replicate what this person has done, but in a better way? So you have to invest in classes, you have to invest in classes, you have to experiment, because trust me, what works for me will not work for you. So you need to experiment a whole lot. So before you start, the best thing is you need to first work on your mindset. Do you really want to do this? The second thing is you need to ask yourself, okay, which courses or classes am I going to invest in? The third thing you need to do is you just need to start. You can't just you have to start. You have to start from somewhere. You have to start from somewhere. Yeah, you have to start from somewhere and be ready to make mistakes. You just have to start. So basically those things will help you how will I say it, get to where you're going to.
We have a question, and if you don't mind, because she is really curious. So how
I'm
old are you?
25. I'm 25.
It's so nice from Sharm. She is super curious and she's here at most of the sessions, and I'm really really loving her being here. Thank you very much. And if anyone has some comments like as he has now, just please comment, ask your questions, because Bolaji is here with us for a while. As he would like to know how you brought your parents on board. Digital jobs haven't been accepted by some parents yet.
Some parents, or almost all of them, especially if they're African parents, it's gonna take like but for my parents, it took a while because well, COVID came. COVID was like a good thing, kind of like a good in disguise. So it was just letting them know that you know what, this is what I want to do. And there's nothing you're going to say that's not make me going to do this. You're going to have to just let me do it. And then they started seeing the results. So I started buying my gadgets, I started buying my tools, I started buying a lot of things. Just let them see the results. Right now, this is my workspace. I still live with my parents though. Just in case you're wondering, I feel like paying house rent is actually a lot. It's high in my country. So you have to just calm down. We don't pay like in some countries that pay per month. We pay per year and you pay a lump sum. It's a lot. So I just chill and stay with them. And it's you need to keep on putting in the work because right now, for example, I told you I just woke up a few minutes ago before I jumped on this session. Normally, my parents, we have our morning prayers by 8 a.m. Normally, my mom would have come in to be like, okay, it's time to pray and everything. You would have been interrupted in this call. But because they know that this is what I do, because they know that I take this seriously and I've been able to stay consistent. I've been able to show up and show them that, okay, you know what, this is making me money. I've been able to go for speaking engagements, I've been able to speak at different events whatsoever. So they know that, okay, this girl is actually serious with her life. So let's not disturb her, let's leave her alone. And they've accepted that you're not, we're just going to leave her and let her do what she wants to do. And the thing is, it comes from me right now because sometimes I wake up and I ask myself, can I sustain it? Because looking at everything that is happening right now, my disabled accounts and everything, I'll be like, are you sure they're not going to disable this next account that you're going to start using? But you know what? If they disable it, we're just going to keep on moving on. Just start all over again because I'm going to now focus my energy on TikTok more, on Pinterest more, on probably even LinkedIn more, because I feel like you rarely get them to disable accounts on those platforms than Instagram. And probably just think on building my Facebook page. What's so bad in it? So I've just basically not just what I'm creating for Instagram, I'll create for all those platforms, redesigns my designs to Pinterest, repurpose my content to TikTok, and just just
Perfect.
just do it. Your parents see that
Perfect
okay, you're
plan.
doing this, you're not giving up. Because trust me, once I get outside again, I'm going to tell my mother that you know what, they have deactivated our account again, and everything. And my phone has been buzzing right on this call, and they're like, "Can I call you? Are you fine? Are you okay?" I'm like, you don't know what. Just let me breathe first of all, and so you just need to it's going to take a while, but your results is what's going to convince your parents and whoever is around you. Because trust me, apart from your parents, there are a lot of people that don't actually believe that social media management is a job. So
Well, it
don't
is. It
worry,
is a
just take
serious
it.
job with a lot of things to do in the
Really
backstage, and I believe it's a lot of
it
planning, a
is.
lot of creativity. So we have a question here from Rafiat. She's asking for what motivates you, Bolaji.
Okay, what motivates me is I want to make an impact in my generation. I want to be known as there's one thing I always pray for is when people think social media management or social media marketing, my name is among the first five names they call or they think about. I've not gotten to that point yet, but I want to be able to speak at events like Later Con. I rarely see Black creators from Africa speaking at events like that. I want to speak at events like Dinky Feek. I rarely see many people speak. So I want to be able to let people know that, okay, this girl she's going to share experiences. She's going to tell you the truth. She's going to tell you the ugly. She's going to tell you every single thing you don't want to hear about. So I want people to know that, you know what? This girl actually knows what she's doing and she's ready to change the narrative. So what motivates me every single day is I want to make an impact in my generation and I want to be known for changing the narratives for social media management. I don't mind being the only one standing when I change the narrative. And I know, like I said before Rafiat came in, that if I give up, I'm giving up in a lot of people. I'm giving up on a whole lot of people that probably are confused, are going through one challenge or the other, maybe your gadget sport, and they're like, you know what, I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm going to let you know that it's possible to pick yourself back up and just show up and just do what you want to do and let it go. So yeah, that's my dream. That's what motivates me.
We have a beautiful comment here from Charm again. Whoa, nice dreams, Ajibara Bolaji. Right? It's very confusing with the name. Sorry, I'm coming from Europe, so I'm always mixing it up which
It's
one.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So nice dreams, Bolaji, and there's no doubt you will achieve them. So also Rafiat is saying that's awesome. Thank you, Bolaji. And then we have a question
So,
again from LZ. What advice those who want to jump on the social media wagon cause it's buzzing everywhere? So what would be your advice to those who just want to start out now, and it's kind of a hype job, but how could they jump on it now?
like I said before, don't just jump social media because everybody's doing it. Are you really passionate about it? Because social media management is not for the weak. You have to be strong, very, very strong. So don't just jump on the bandwagon because everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. Jump on the bandwagon because you're passionate about it. Jump on the bandwagon because you want to make a difference. Jump on the bandwagon because, and also don't jump on the bandwagon because you want to make money. Because before you start making money, real good money, it's going to take a while. Like, oh, it's not immediately you start doing social media management that you're going to make money. So jump on the bandwagon because you're passionate about it. You want to really, really, really do this. You're not going to give up no matter what happens. So that's when you should jump on the bandwagon. Apart from that, maybe you should go look for another career that's not really as taxing as this, because it's more than just posting on social media. If you get what I mean, you don't pick up your phone and post it because you have to craft the caption, craft a lot of things. Do hashtag research, design, do email marketing. Now, eventualities like this that they disable your account, you have to think of what platforms to be on. So don't just jump on the bandwagon because it's buzzing. Jump on the bandwagon because you're passionate about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Super message, super message. Hope it was a good answer for you, Elsie, and thank you very much for all the questions. The next thing that I would like to ask you is that you did this many times and you will come back, and I'm sure that on LinkedIn also you will have a beautiful following because what you do is amazing and it helps a lot of people. So now I see also LinkedIn becoming some platform that is trusted by the people and it's really used in professional world. So when you are on the way of growing yourself on Instagram or growing your followers, right? What is the thing that is working and what is the thing that is not working when you want to, raise the follower numbers? Is it at all important, the follower numbers, or it's rather important the quality of the followers that you have?
Okay, so I would use the last accounts that got disabled. I would use that to explain if that's going to like put a lot of things in picture. So I had a 32K follower, 32K account that was disabled first of all, and my engagement was 32K. So you're seeing nothing less than 1,000 likes on every post, and I built another 3K followers in 2 weeks after that one got disabled, and you're seeing nothing less than 500 likes, 100 comments on that post. The quality is more important than the quantity of followers that you have. Because I've seen accounts that have over 10,000 followers, no engagement, no likes, no comments, only bothered by the number number of followers you have when you don't have a buying audience or an engaging audience? Why? Like, where exactly are you bothered? So I would say, again, quality over quantity. Don't be bothered about the number of followers. That's why I said you need to focus on the good of social media than the bad. So, for example, a lot of people are going to money, and I'm sure a lot of them have woken up and they'll be like, you know what? What's happening? Where is social media Oga? Where is Bolaji? Where is this girl? Where is this guy? What is he doing and everything? And they are going to be like, because I'm not going to change my handle. So how would they find me? I'm just going to be concerned about building maybe a new community because, well, we're going to have to start from scratch again. Even if we're not starting from zero right now, we're starting from like 5,000. We're going to have to start from scratch again because it's going to take a while for a lot of other people to find me. Apart from maybe other people like maybe sharing, okay, this is where she is right now, this is who she is right now, and this is what she does right now. So I would say again, I'm sorry that I keep retreating it again. Don't concentrate on number of followers you have. I have 5,000 on my personal account, and the thing is, when I posted about one brand on my personal account, I did influencing job because Andrew, you know that I love my fashion, so I did the fashion content for them. They were able to get followers from my account, that 5,000. And I'm sure they would must have contacted influencers that had way bigger than that. So it's always like the quality of the content that you have than the quantity. So what's the kind of audience you want? Is it a buying audience or an engaging audience or just an audience show? So you have to focus on the quality rather than the quantity.
And when it comes to social media, my question was always like this. I am the person who is from another generation. I'm coming from the time when we had no phones. I still had the phone which was in the home, and I'm before mobile phones and smartphones. But I'm also the person who shifted to mobile phones and smartphones, and I got to know the new technology. And I was always thinking about this. In the old ways, we built communities, we built friendships, we had a group of people who were following us, and it was not on social media, it was always there for us, right? Let's take it, you built a big community, 20, 30 people, and they were always with you, whether it was in a meeting somewhere, in a cafe, or anywhere, they were following you. Today, what happens is it all transferred to social media and you do it on the contrary way. So some people are building up accounts with people who they don't know and it becomes their community. And then they have, like you had 20,000 followers and so on, and it becomes the community. So what is the safe thing to do? What is the thing to do? So build a community and bring them to your social media, or build up your social media so good that everyone wants to be with you, and then you bring them to a platform as a community.
You're making at a point, but I think the only thing it was to build the different communities, like you said. And now I feel like the best way to build a community, what has helped me, especially a lot of times, is I have a community on Telegram, a private community for social media managers. So if anything happens to my account, apart from yesterday was actually the first time I knew that, okay, something happened to my account. Most times I get to find out about something about my account in that community. So I would say just being yourself is what will help you build that community. A lot of communities exist. There's like the Nicki Minaj community that will always fight for her. There's the Selena Gomez community that's always fighting against Ailey Bieber. There is the you get so it's by being their natural self. There's the Ariana community that no matter anything bad happens to her, bad, you say about, they're gonna have your head. So it's about just being yourself, to be able to build a community, not around yourself, but around who you are and who you serve. So building a community is not really that hard if you're just letting your personality show and being your authentic self. So let me phone, and I made a comment this morning and I said, you know what? Following a deal of people because this is my personal account, but I'm about to convert it into my business. I'm feel angry with it, but I have to filter what appears on my explore based on the people I follow. So I feel like if you don't want to see it, or if you're comfortable with me unfollowing you, now it's a good time to unfollow after this, because after this post, that's what's coming. And I promise that my handle is not going to change, but I promise that if you join me on this journey, you would love what I do and you would enjoy it. I've been able to prepare the mind beforehand. And this is about me being honest. But before I just read another paragraph. Before I told them that, oh, you know what? I lost my account, 2 accounts in 2 weeks. Lost one at 32K, lost one at 3K. And it's been a lot, but I am still going to pick myself up. So it is, trust me, if when Selena Gomez was going through something, she let people know that, okay, this is operation, I had this. A community rallied up. When Ariana had the shooting, everything, a community rallied around her, and not just on Instagram. I stumble on TikToks of Ariana's community. I stumble on their tweets and everything. So it's always just best to build a community by being your authentic self and letting your personality show, because there are a lot of things a community will do for you. There are a lot of community will do for you. So just be yourself and trust me, your community will find you no matter how long it takes.
And we have a question here again from Charm. Like, to some extent, would you say, Bolaji, that this is about inspiring trust within your community?
Yeah, my mom used to say something. If you tell one lie, you have to tell another lie to cover up that lie. But if you speak the truth remains. So if you're being your authentic self, if you always speak the truth, you don't have to cover up. You don't have to pretend that this is who you are, or you don't have to change your story every single time. So once you're being your authentic self, your community knows that this person is valid. Trust this person with my life, with my money, with everything. So, yes, I would say yes. Inspiring trust with authentic self, and that's what has helped me.
Well,
So,
we have a little bit of connection problems, so I'm telling to the audience that sometimes you see Bolaji a little bit slower. It's because we have a little bit of connectivity issues, but I believe the audio is still good, so we can hear you and we can also see you. This is the time where the time flies. Bolaji, we are already talking for 40 minutes, and it was so interesting, and there are so many things that we are exploring here together. But I want to ask the people before they go, or before they just don't write anymore because we don't engage with them. Do you have any questions, guys? So Sharm was already asking questions. We had Eliza asking questions, Rafiat, we had Jagatis here, we have Elsie, we also had Busayomi. I think it's your friend. So if you have, guys, questions, then please put it in the comments now. I think that's the time to ask questions from Bolaji, and she will answer you. Sharmi is saying, thank you, Bolaji. You are very, very wise young person. And then Jag is asking, can social media be used in a positive way?
yes, the way I'm using social media is in a positive way. I use it to help small businesses. Well, not even small businesses anymore, because I'm not about to limit myself to being small anymore. I hope you use it to help all businesses to use social media the right way. And I also help them to basically find their footing in social media. I help social media managers to know that, okay, this is what you should do, this is how you should go about it, this everything you yes, social media can definitely be used in a positive way. People that have non-profits, people that help kids, people that help parents, help young moms, they're using social media in a positive way. So yeah, social media can definitely be used in a positive way.
Beautiful message, beautiful message. So thank you very much for everyone. I will not take you off from your mom and starting your day. You slowly woke up with us throughout this conversation, and I know that you had to wake up very, very early. I was the audience does know I'm always going after the speakers so that they are there on time. And sometimes, we don't speak, so I'm just writing the message and then I'm hunting everyone until they don't show up on the picture, because it's important for me to keep the schedule and to have everyone on stage. So thank you very much for this sacrifice of getting up and being here before your breakfast. And Jagatis is also saying thank you, Bolaji. We had amazing comments from everyone. Sharm is very thankful, and also all the people are supporting you. So thank you for being here, and it was really, really amazing to have you. And let me know once you have your new account and whatever, LinkedIn or anything, just tag me in and I will share about you and invite the community to follow you wherever you are. We will be behind you.
Thank you.
So thank you very much, and have an amazing day.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. You too.
Bye. See you.